look at a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you at any time. If you want to unmute yourself. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone so that we don't have any feedback on the recording. But if you want to unmute yourself and ask a question, you can do that at any time, or if you want to hold your question until the end, you can do that as well. And I will try to pull Teams up on my phone. That way I can see if anybody has any questions as we go along. So this is the Listing Concierge deep dive. I do have a little bit of a slideshow. You guys know I do like to do the live demo because I just personally, for myself, I learn better when I see the things, but we're going to kind of dive right into Listing Concierge and go over a lot of what it is, how to use it, and how it can help you build your business. And it is a tool, again, you know, the old saying from Coldwell Banker, helping you live an exceptional life. This is part of our core 4, so this is going to be a part of our production power to help you sell more homes, make more money, and work more efficiently. I like that they put the work more efficiently in blue. Work more efficiently, that way you have extra time to do other things. So Listing Concierge is a comprehensive listing program. It is company subsidized by 73%, and it is designed to help you become a stronger listing agent. I always say it's kind of a misnomer. It is a marketing concierge, but you do have to have a listing in order to use it. So that's why they call it Listing Concierge. So the entire plan is revolving around 3 main things. Excuse me, to help you win every listing period, always be very competitive when you're up against other agents from other brokerages or even in your own office. Enhance that value proposition. So we want people to know what you are worth. We want you to be able to share that with your sellers very, very easily. Eliminate that overall commission debate. And wow your seller by turning 1 listing into 3, showcasing you, the agent, above all else. I do have several agents that I work with who have gotten additional listings from the neighborhood. Their sellers were so impressed with them that they referred them to everybody that they knew. And I'll tell you that Listing Concierge, just a little bit of background about Listing Concierge, it has been around since 2010. And you might be thinking, if you've been with the company for a while, like, I don't think so. What it was actually a group of agents that got together in Colorado, and they said, what can we do to enhance our value proposition? We want to sell more homes. We want to do this where we are winning the listing every time. What are some things that we can provide that other agents simply can't give? And if we pull together, it'll be a little bit cheaper. Then they went to the company in about 2014. The company said, hey, you know, we've taken notice of what you're doing. It's working really well. We really want to figure out a way to make this available to all Coldwell Banker agents, Coldwell Banker Realty, Coldwell Banker affiliates. Like, we want everybody to be able to utilize this because this really is a game changer. So they started a pilot program. They piloted from 2015 till 2017 in California and pieces of Colorado. They kind of ironed out some of the gigantic issues that they had with the program at first. And in 2017, we did start seeing it roll out across the country. We've had it here, I'm going to say about 2 or 3 years. We've had it here. It is in the 2nd version. So they have listened to agent feedback directly, and they've made some improvements and some updates as well. So here are some claims that they have. So properties that use LC, Listing Concierge, do sell for 35% closer to the list price. Now, of course, we know that COVID has drastically changed the market. Things are flying off of the market. But again, this is pre-COVID, during COVID. We know that just things that are marketed well, they're going to bring in the buyers. Properties that use Listing Concierge have a 1% higher sales, and that's not the correct number. I'll have to find that out for you. I want to almost dare say that's 15% higher. I don't know if that's right either, but they have a higher sales price than those that don't. And agents who use Listing Concierge are twice as productive as those who don't. I will tell you, just from speaking with several agents in our area, in your offices, I do have several agents I work with that will attest to that they are twice as busy. I do have an agent, Leslie Albertson, in the Towson office that did leave a brokerage she had been with for 13 years to come to Coldwell Banker to use Listing Concierge. I believe last year she said that she had already doubled her production because of Listing Concierge. So again, because things are able to sell for a higher price, on average, agents are getting paid more money, and I'm always happy if my commission check is higher than what I thought it might have been. So Listing Concierge claims here, you can see increases in year over year in specific price ranges. I won't read this all to you verbatim. I will send it out so that you can see it. But you can see on average across all price ranges is 100,000 and above. Listing Concierge uses has grown by 27% year over year. In our area, it has grown by leaps and bounds. I just find that the more people use it, the more familiar they become with it, the easier it is to use. And then you do see the advantages of that. So they often say, and I hear this quite frequently, perfection is the enemy of. So perfection is the enemy of good. Of very good. So a lot of times people say, oh, if it's not perfect, I'm not going to use it, even though it is very good. And you'll see that we do have 4 marketing package options for you. We have the bronze, which is mainly a virtual package. We have silver, gold, and platinum. So these are optional programs. Again, you're not required to use them, but I do recommend them highly. And I will tell you, if I was selling real estate again, I would use these for every single listing that I had. If nothing else, no offense to the sellers, no offenses to the listings, I want to market myself. I want to repeatedly market to a specific neighborhood. I want my name out there. I want all of my gorgeous marketing out there for the world to see. Now you may say, oh, I don't have a listing right now. How can I market myself using Listing Concierge without a listing? We do have 4 marketing plans, again, from $159 to $695, all subsidized by the company. Make sure that you can go into Express Docs if you would like to order. We do have some featured beautiful brochures. I do believe you can find these in your office. You can always ask your manager if they have the agent guide. If that's something that you want to keep handy, it's something that you want to have for your own personal use. You do not want to share this with your client. I had someone ask me why, because if you tell me that you're going to give me bronze, silver, gold, or platinum, I'm going to say, I want the best one. I want you to give me platinum every single time. And of course, we know sometimes, excuse me, agents will base it on the price of the home. I have some agents that use gold 100% of the time. I do actually have 2 agents that use platinum 100% of the time. So I would say any of the Listing Concierge packages work. We know that about 90% of real estate uses professional photos. I always do say, and I will go out on a limb, this is my personal opinion, if you're using cell phones with your listings, you're doing it wrong. We want to use the professional photography, and for the base price of even $159, that's what you're going to pay just for the photography. So it definitely is well worth the investment. So we're going to dive in and kind of give a closer look to the gold package. So our gold package, again, you can go into Express Docs, you can order. They do have some of these different brochures if they're things that you would like to give out to your clients. They do have separate brochures for bronze, for silver, for gold, and for platinum. The gold package, you'll see here a lot of different things that are included. So we'll jump right in. The gold package does include professional photography. You do receive 36 high quality, high resolution images. You also will receive a twilight photo. Now that is a virtual twilight photo. The photographer is not going out to the house at dusk to take this photo. It is all digitalized on the computer. If I can talk today, and you will receive that as well. I will tell you that if you use 360 home tour designs, if you use Home Track or True Place, they will give you 36, sometimes up to 40 photos. If you use VHT, they will give you, a lot of times they'll take 70 photos and you have to choose the 36 that you want out of that 70. So just be aware that there may be that little extra delay in getting those photos because you have to choose the photos you actually want. So there right now are 4 photography vendors that we use. I believe they have another one that is getting ready to try to join the program. And they also offer add-ons as well. Sometimes they run specials. I believe at this time, I don't want to misspeak, one of them is running a special for a free 2D floor plan. You can get a Matterport tour, a lot of those things, and those add-ons are usually discounted because you're using Listing Concierge. It also comes with a single property website. On that website is only the property and your information. So it's not like they can get distracted. They can go look for other properties. They can go find other agents. On that website, it's just the property and you. You also have a 30-second slideshow with narration. So we don't really call this a video. It is a photo slideshow. This is the one that comes with the professional voiceover narration. You do have to go in and proof it to just ensure that what they're saying in the video, they do try to whittle down your remarks to make that fit within the 30 seconds. It's going to have your name on it. It's going to have your information. It is something that will be uploaded to the the At Home in the Mid-Atlantic YouTube channel. We know that Google owns YouTube, so that means that both you and your listing are easily searchable on Google, on Yahoo, on Bing, but especially on Google. And again, I apologize for this photo. I did not go back in and fix. Oh, there we go. So here it is, and you'll see here.
This charming end-of-group brick townhouse features hardwood floors, updated electricity, central air conditioning, newer windows, glass block windows in the basement, and a screened porch. There is a decorative fireplace in the living room and a lovely fenced-in rear yard with wisteria vine growing on a wooded gazebo. See how you can unwind in your new home by calling Karen Batterton today.
So you'll see it's a really short video. It's
this charming,
professionally done, has a voiceover, and it's very, I always call them the HD TV effect. It really does look like something you would see on TV. With your gold package, you also get effective direct mail. We know that direct mail works. I've had agents say, oh, but people open their mail over the trash can, but they still open their mail. And instead of getting a postcard that they glance at and throw away, they're going to get this trifold mailer. It's going to come in this really fancy silver envelope. People are going, what is this? Is this, you know, am I getting an invitation? Is it, what is it? And they're going to open it and they're going to see this beautiful piece of marketing from you. We know that direct mail can be very expensive. If you were to take this trifold mailer and create it yourself by going in and creating your own template, placing your own remarks and your own photos in from scratch, you were to send that file to a printer, have that printer print that out on nice cardstock, whether glossy or matte finish, bleed to the end of the page, everything is professional, and then you were to go to pick that up and then drive it to the home to deliver it. It would be very time consuming and also very costly. With Listing Concierge, you are able to have a Listing Concierge coordinator create the marketing for you. You simply go in and proof and hit a button and they will stamp them. They will print them. label them, stamp them, and send them for you. And you will also get a copy yourself. When you get that copy yourself, just keep a hold of it because it's something you can take to your next listing appointment. You also get 50 professional, high quality property brochures. This is also something that you have the option of choosing an 8.5 by 11 flyer size. You have the option of creating an 8 by 8 booklet, excuse me, and also an 11 by 17 calendar style fold out, which is the one that you see here in the picture. With the brochure, a lot of agents have come by and said, you know, I really don't need the brochures. Things are flying off the market so quickly. I don't see the option or the needed option to have brochures. You can actually, when you place your order, toggle, it will pop up and ask you every time you order, and you can say, no, I do not want to get brochures for this particular order. I would like an additional 14 days of online advertising on Facebook, Instagram, and the internet. So they do now have that option. And again, that was directly related to agent feedback and the current market. You will also get a property announcement sent to your sphere via Prospect Square. If you're an agent that utilizes Listing Concierge, please schedule a one-on-one appointment with me just to ensure that we make sure that all of your people are in Prospect Square. This is something as simple as going into your InTouch CRM. We can export your groups. We can import them very easily into Prospect Square, and we can make sure that you do have groups. Your Listing Concierge coordinator will reach out to you. If she'll say to you or he'll say to you, you know, what groups would you like me to send this to? And you can just say, oh, I want you to send it to my sphere, or I want you to send it to prospective sellers. And your property e-flyer announcement will go out, and everyone that you know will also be notified. Again, they may not be needing to move anytime soon, but they may have a coworker, a family member, a friend, someone that they know that wants to move and may be interested. Again, you also get the property tour, that beautiful video that we did go over. You get the area realtor notification. It is called the update. That does go out every Friday. This email goes out to about 30,000 agents. And although as an agent, you may say, I really don't care, you know, that's nice, the sellers usually do. So it's very impressive to say, I'm going to make sure that the areas, you know, the area realtors, if they live there, if they work there, if they buy and sell real estate there, they're going to get the information for your home because we don't want them to miss it. And most of the time, sellers are going to be very excited about this. Another thing that you're able to get is a mobile brochure powered by Dot Signal. Your SSA in your office, your sales support administrator, will provide you with your Dot Signal writer. You will have to return it to the office when you're done. And how this works is it uses geofencing, satellites, all of the fancy things that make the world go round. And what that does is within 24 hours of placing it on your sign, you can just slide it in the top groove of your post sign. It's going to be active. And if I were to drive by and text the code home now to the particular number that is on your sign writer, it is going to send me the e-flyer for your property. It's going to have all of your information on it as the agent, so someone can easily contact you. And that's all well and good. And I'm going to let my seller know because it's going to be very, very impressive. But what I like the most as an agent is Susie Q has just ridden by 123 Anchor Drive, my beautiful new listing that I have. She has texted home now to the code that is on my writer, and I'm going to receive her information via lead router. I'm going to get her name. I'm going to get her phone number. I then get a lead for that property because the listing is mine. And there is a way that you can go through Dot Signal if you're not already aware, and you can get a demo code. So this is something that you literally can wow your sellers with in a listing appointment to almost guarantee that you're going to win this listing when you show them how you employ the latest in mobile marketing technology so that you can take their home and put it in the hands of potential buyers as they drive by. Someone does not have to get out of the car and traipse across a wet lawn to get a soggy brochure out of the brochure box. They can just simply text a code to a number and get the information directly on their phone. And again, there is a way to get a demo code. You can show that to your seller live in an appointment. Gold package also has online advertising. So we do have online advertising for each package, but you do get the targeting of the buyers with social and web advertising here. This is the Home Spotter Boost, or you'll call it Boost by Home Spotter. You'll hear it both ways. And this is amazing to me because you can go in and edit this ad. So we've had several classes lately. We'll have a couple of additional classes as well. We can also go through on a one-on-one appointment. You can add, instead of it coming from Coldwell Banker Realty, ours come from the Maryland and Delaware Coldwell Banker Realty. It can come directly from your own Facebook business page. It will appear on Facebook, on Instagram, and around the World Wide Web. That does include places like CNN, the Weather Channel, NBC, SN. People are going for the weather, they're going for sports, they're going for news, all of those types of places. And no lie, I was actually in an appointment with an agent on Tuesday. We went into Boost by Home Spotter. We were looking for her leads, which I'll get to in a moment. And she's like, well, what about my ad? And I said, well, here's where you would kind of see it on the Weather Channel. When we went to the Weather Channel, it was actually her ad for her listing. We went to CNN, same thing. We ended up seeing several other agents' ads as well, but also her ad. So you will, it will display to likely buyers. It does use algorithm, all the algebra we said we never need, that now runs the social media world in the background, which I'm very grateful for that part. But you will see, it will, and you can change the audience as well. So if you would like to upload a list of people, if you have a sphere of influence and you would like to target them with your online advertising, you can do that with Boost by Home Spotter. If you want everyone you know to see your listing all over the internet every time you have a new listing, you can do that. You're also able to put your seller's name and email address into the system. The system will send them a preview of their ad. It will also send them a recap or kind of a synopsis of how the ad performed online, how many how much engagement, how many click-throughs, and how many views it had on the internet and on social media. On average, I would say I see between 8 and 20,000 views. I did have an agent the other day reached out and said I had 30,000 views on my ad. Sometimes it does depend on the area. It depends on the photo of the property. Of course, we know they're listing concierge. They're coming out with high definition, high quality professional photos, but you can also go into your ad and change the main photo. If you don't want it to be the front of the home, I had an agent that said, look, this is a row home. It's lovely, but the inside of it has literally been gutted and is brand new, and she used the brand new kitchen instead as the front photo. This will run for 10 days. On the internet, on social media. If you have opted out of print brochures, you will receive this campaign for 24 days. And it does run when it's active. It also runs when it's pending. So don't think, oh, if it goes under contract in 3 days, it's not going to run. It's still going to run. Gold package also with extensive online exposure. It's all of the most visited websites, and again, potential buyers all over the world. So it's not just necessarily where you live. It is all over the World Wide Web. One other thing that I really like about the gold package is you get a seller's report. And guys, you can edit this as well. Agent communication is really at the heart of having really good relationships with your clients. Communication and consistency are key. So the update here, you can edit if you've had an open house. If you've done anything additional, you can also add that to your property marketing update. And I very, very much like that you can send this out. In order to win the listing, I always let people know, you know, I have a lot of marketing to do for your property. So I do have a marketing specialist that I work with one-on-one to ensure the marketing for your property is top notch. I also have a professional photographer, and I do have a digital marketing team because again, I'm very good at real estate. They're good at marketing. It's a win-win situation. Is it it's extremely expensive, but I'm already invested in selling your home. It is no additional cost to you, my seller. This is a service that I provide as your real estate agent. So when this update goes out, it does say, we're very pleased to share that we have been busy over the past few days preparing your home for sale. Following are the items that we have completed thus far on your behalf. There are links so that they can actually see different things like posting the property on company websites. Again, these are things that all happen in the background, but your seller doesn't know that. So again, things that you've done in extra that you've done here, you can also add to this as well. So everything is done for you. The main thing with Listing Concierge, it is a full concierge program. You would fill out the order form, put your credit card information in, provide the property description, and once your photographer has uploaded your photography into the system, all you need to do is proof your marketing pieces. With that, I've heard a lot of agents say it's very time consuming, and I would have to say to that, I disagree. While I was in the field, it was my job to market each listing that we had, and it would take me a good amount of time to sit down and create the brochures and the postcards and the mailers and the flyers and all of the different things because I had to start from scratch. I didn't have someone else that did that for me. I was the assistant, so at one point I had an assistant to help me with all of it because it was so time consuming. With this program, a lot of it's done for you. You're given templates and you can actually do 6 pieces of marketing within the first 60 minutes after your property description and your photos are in the system. Now, obviously, you can only do those things if you know to go in and do them. You can create a flyer, get your social media banner, you can create your brochure, you can make your single property website go live. You're also able to go in and create a DIY slideshow, and you're also able to go in and set up your boost by HomeSpotter to target your seller. So those are 6 things that you can do immediately without waiting for a Listing Concierge coordinator. And once you have done them several times, maybe not the first time, give yourself a little bit of cushion there. But once you've done them a few times, you can easily go in and do them within an hour. So secret sauce, we call it, the Team Listing Concierge. So TLC, you'll see that we did hit the milestone of 50,000 orders sometime, I believe, very early this year. And the people that you're seeing in these photos, they are the Listing Concierge coordinators. So I always like to remind you guys that all of the LCCs on this team, they all work for Coldwell Banker. They are Coldwell Banker employees, such as I am, and they are held to a very high standard as well. Once you are done with your Listing Concierge order, you can fill out a survey for your LCC, and they do have to have a specific number. I want to say it's very high. It's, I believe, 4.7 out of 5. Or they pull them from the floor and they get additional training before they're allowed to continue. So they're very, very serious about what they do. And again, what would it cost your competition to deliver this type of marketing package in our market? I can testify to this. When I was in the field, we would spend over $1,000 on each listing. Part of that was the professional photography, creating the brochures, the postcards, all of the marketing pieces, the social media. We weren't even on the internet. We were just on social media, but paying for the ads that were going out that we really did not get a lot from. and it was extremely time consuming on top of that. I always like to remind people too that those were things that I did, and my agent paid me a full salary to do those things. So if you're an agent and you can't afford to have an assistant with a salary, it definitely helps. So here, the cost to do it on your own, about $1,200, and I kind of testify to that. Company contribution for the gold package is $878, and that does include the printing, paying the listing concierge coordinators to help you, to assist you with all of it. The printing, the stamping, the mailing. You're not paying for stamps. You're not paying for printing. That's all included in this. So the sales associate cost is $400. Again, that's for the gold package. We do have a few packages that are less expensive. But again, the company wants to make an investment in you to help you market yourself. And really the thing with this too is having the confidence to roll into any listing appointment where honestly, my feeling is if you didn't list with me, you would have to be crazy. Like I would never say that to anybody, but you would have to be crazy not to list with somebody that's giving you all of these things for basically the same commission that every other agent is charging. So now I'm giving you so much more than the next person, but I'm charging you 3.5% for me, whether it's 2.5 to 3% for the other agent. And sometimes I do have agents that, on the fly, they go in and they say, look, I do have a couple of different programs based on the commission that you pay is how we base this. So everyone gets this marketing. Maybe it's the silver marketing. And if you're willing to bump your commission up, you get this marketing, or maybe for this commission, it's this marketing. And that's actually been quite effective for several agents. Also, average annual listings of a listing focused agent. So we know a listing focused agent, I think more and more agents are seeing the value in having listings. It does bring in the buyers. It does build your business. It's about 10 listings a year. That's average. So with the company contribution for the gold package, that's $878 per package. That means that the annual Coldwell Banker Realty investment in an agent for 10 listings is $8,780. I don't know about you, but when I used to do this in the field, if somebody would have gladly given us the money to do it, we would have taken it and run all day long, every day, twice on Sunday. So I love that the company sees the value in helping you with your marketing. Again, the other component is I don't have to then send it to a printer, pick it up from a printer. You guys have probably heard me say before, I worked in Hickory. I had to go to White Marsh to pick up the brochures. And one time I had to drive about an hour away to drop them off at the property. In here, I can go in, I can do the brochure myself, or my listing concierge coordinator will do it for me. I just have to proof it and send it to print. They will print it for me. They'll stamp it. They'll label it. They'll mail it to the property. Or if you would like to receive it at home or at your office and you'd like to deliver it yourself, you can. But what a huge time saver. Also just a saver. We did spend a good amount of money on our brochures. So we all win. When you guys make more money, we win too. We also have silver, we have platinum, of course. Now we also do have the bronze. So the silver package, if you were to do all of the marketing pieces that are in the silver package. So again, we're going to pay for that professional photography, which is, I would say, at a minimum $150 to $200. We're also going to print out brochures. And I would say the main component, a lot of it as well, is that online advertising, because that is extremely expensive. And I'm not sure of a lot of ways that you could advertise on the internet cost effectively. There's always Facebook Ads Manager, which is not my favorite thing in the world. But what am I getting for it? Am I getting real leads? So the company contribution, again, $739, agent cost is $250. And with the platinum also, although it is the most expensive package, you do get some upgrades. So you get a 40-second video, the photo slideshow, excuse me. You get 100 of the just sold postcards instead of 50. You get 100 property brochures. Again, you can opt out of those and get the additional days of online advertising. You do already get online advertising for 3 weeks. So it does come with 21 days. And there's upgraded photography. So not only do you get the 36 photos, but you also get a virtual twilight photo and 10 aerial photos. And I believe now if you don't want the aerial photos, they will give you the option of getting a floor plan instead. If you decide that you have your own photographer, I do work with a few agents who have those. One in particular has like a $3,000 camera. She used to be a photographer, so she does take her own photos. They look very much like the photos here, and they're high enough resolution to work with this program. You will get a $50 credit for bronze, silver, and gold, and an $80 credit for platinum. Also, the platinum package, you can see it is a $695 cost. To do it on your own would be about $1,862. So the company is contributing over $1,100. So I love the fact that they're willing to contribute. And the newest that we have, and again, this is agent feedback. This is agents from across the country saying, look, COVID has hit, the market has changed. I don't need brochures. People don't want to touch them. You know, maybe they're not coming into the property when a lot of things were virtual. Like, instead of giving me something that maybe I don't want, why don't you give me something else? So again, this now is an all virtual marketing solution. It's very low cost, very high impact. And I will tell you this, at $159, that is about the average that you are going to spend on professional photography. If I can spend the same amount for the bronze package, I'm going to use it every time. Just because you're going to get the marketing program, everything is digital. So you're not going to get just listed postcards or trifold mailers. You're not going to get just sold postcards, although I am a big fan of direct mail because I have seen it work, not only in my business, but in agents that I work with. Maybe that's not what you want to do. So again, you do have this option. Plus you get the online advertising. So that's the other thing too. You still get 10 days of that Boost My Home Spotter. Again, you can put your seller's information in. Their ad's going to follow them around the internet. They're going to be so impressed with you. How could they not? That they're going to refer you to everyone that they know. So you'll see here the bronze package. It does have professional photography, 36 photos equal to the silver package. It does have the single property website, 10 days of online targeted social advertising, property slideshow, the just listed, just sold e-blast to your sphere through Prospect Square, the local agent e-blast through the update for 2 weeks, social media banners, and downloadable property flyers. So you do get a lot of what comes in the silver, gold, and platinum, but you're not getting that direct mail piece there. And if you were to do all of this yourself, retail value of this, again, that online advertising that gets us the good leads, that would be very expensive and a big component of this, but the agent price is only $159. And I am not an accountant by any means, but I would say I would definitely talk to your accountant, to your tax representative, whoever does your taxes, and find out this may be a marketing write-off as well. Again, I'm not sure about that, just throwing that out there. Again, whoever does your taxes, definitely double check with them. So I do get a lot of questions about dot signal and home spotter. These are the biggest missed opportunities other than the Prospect Square flyer that I find in this program. So again, that mobile brochure powered by dot signal. A hot tip that we have, get your very own custom sample sheet from dot signal for your listing presentation. You can log in to dotsignal.com and you can get the information again while your sellers in an appointment by saying, hey, we can text this code right now. We can demo this. You can see what this looks like on your phone. The main thing with this is going to be that you're going to get that information on your phone. It's going to be given to you through the lead router. So how to log in, you can go to dotsignal.com. Your login will be your email, and your password will be your first name, last name, 123. So my email again, angie.myers@cpmove.com. My password would be angiemyers123, and you're able to log into .signal.com. You will see that will be a real estate login. And again, that's different from the regular login. Those mobile brochures that are powered by .signal, out when you are going into your back office account. Again, there's different versions by computer, by mobile phone, magic link. So you can see the phone and the computer are basically the same. And you can always go in and change your password if you would like. Also, once you're in there, you can get in and configure .signal. You can upload your photo. You can print a sheet for your listing presentation. So that seller marketing sheet, that PDF, you can download that to your computer, print it out and take it with you. Add it to your Moxie online listing presentation. This is your demo code, so it'll give you your own demo code. So when demonstrating to your seller in an appointment, you don't want to place that on a sign or any materials because it's only a demo code, but it's a very great way, again, to win the listing. Also, there's a marketing suite here, so you can locate and print your presentation keyword from your back office account. Again, it's going to give you that demo code so that you can give that to the seller and make you look good. The other thing is you've got leads. And this is the thing that I find most often people don't know how to get to those leads. You can go into .signal and you can get those leads. You're able to take that information to add it to your InTouch CRM. If you get an email, you can put that into Prospect Square. If you ever get stuck or need any help, you can email support@signal.com. Boost My Home Spotter, again, just the online and the social media advertising that is exquisite. Again, custom information, you can customize all of this. You know, and the thing that kills me the most is when it goes out, people are seeing your name, they're seeing your face, and it really is branding you to that particular area. You're also able to go in and retarget, and you will get leads from Boost My Home Spotter. When you do get these leads, you now have a campaign in InTouch that is designed specifically to keep in touch with the leads from this system. Whether you utilize this through the Listing Concierge, you can also go in and add time to any of your Listing Concierge ads. You're able to add time to those. Again, you have 10 days for silver and gold, 3 weeks with platinum, 10 days also with bronze. And if you have opted out of the brochures, that adds 14 days no matter what package you have. So that would be an extra 14 days for bronze, silver, gold. I'm sorry, not bronze, silver, gold, and platinum if you do not get the brochures. So when you go into Desk, you will see a tile labeled Boost Home Spotter Boost, digital and social advertising for listings and agent branding. So you've got leads. You'll able to get into the system when you pull up your particular property. You're going to see how many people have engaged. So this one says 21. Usually the engagement is not a grand number, and that's okay. I want you to think about how many times you've gotten a paycheck because someone liked your Facebook post. How many times you've gotten a paycheck because someone commented on an Instagram post. So engagements are just people that are liking or they're sharing or they're commenting. Click-throughs are good. That just means that someone saw the property, they clicked through to maybe get some additional information, whether or not they followed through with that. And of course, ad views, that to me is where the money is. So 15,526 people had, actually saw this particular ad online when they were, surfing the internet, or they were on Facebook, they were on Instagram, wherever they saw it. And it will give you an overview, but then there is a tab here called Engaged. It has like a little lightning bolt, and then you'll see here Someone liked the Facebook post, someone calculated a mortgage payment. This person here unlocked photos, and you have this person's email address. Now, in giving, and I have seen these ads, I've clicked on them, I've, with the agent's permission, gone in and requested more information so that we could see what that looks like from a consumer standpoint. It's extremely easy. I always say it's very easy. Anyone can figure it out. They can go in, they do have to give information to unlock the photos. If they want to calculate a mortgage payment, if they want to get directions, maybe they want to drive by the property, want to check out the neighborhood first. You're also able to export these leads. I always suggest going in, exporting them, placing them into your CRM, and setting them up in a group. For example, for this particular property, let's say that I had listed 123 Anchor Drive. I'm going to create a group for 123 Anchor Drive. I'm just going to call mine LC Leads. That way I know that everybody that is in this group came from Listing Concierge and they were inquiring about this property. That's important for me because if they're inquiring about a property in Joppa, then I know how to market to them. I'm going to take them, put them into my In Touch in that group, and set that group up on the Drip Market campaign for HomeSpotter Boost leads. That's going to help me automate my follow-up. I'm probably also going to reach out immediately with a personal email just to see if they have any questions. Are they looking to get pre-approved? Would they like additional information for that community or a different area? Or do they want to find out, about home ownership? I will probably also go in and add a list for Prospect Square. I'm going to take that group out of my In Touch. I'm going to put them in Prospect Square. And if they were requesting or unlocking photos for 123 Anchor Drive in Joppa, I'm going to set them up on a Joppa area report. Then I can also inquire in that report, would they like it fine-tuned? Maybe they're looking only for Lore's Orchard, or they're only looking for Foster Branch. Maybe they're only looking for a specific community to live in, or maybe they just want to look at everything in Joppa. So that's how I position myself as the market expert. And again, I often do hear agents say, I need my marketing materials today. I need them today. I just listed the house. I just put it in the MLS. It's on the market currently, and I have an open house coming up. Or I need the marketing materials yesterday. And I hear that quite frequently, and I completely understand that. And I do always say sometimes we do have to manage our expectations, but Listing Concierge has evolved, and so it does have you covered. You can go in immediately and get a flyer on the go. You can put that, you can put that in your open house. You can change all the information at any time, 24 hours around the clock, 7 days a week. You can go in and create a brand new flyer. You could create a brand new flyer every 10 minutes if you wanted to. You can put it in the brochure box if you still have a brochure box. Nothing wrong with that. Open house flyers. I've had agents recently that have printed the flyers out and walked the neighborhood during community yard sales. Definitely something that we used to do. You can also go in immediately as soon as you have your property description and your photos. You can do an on-the-go photo slideshow. So we do have a DIY option. Your DIY option is going to have a music background, so there isn't any voiceover in that just yet as you wait for the voiceover slideshow. You're also going to see we have on-the-go social media graphics for Facebook, for Instagram. We have different options for you. You'll see here, these are global luxury. You guys asked for it, so now we have it. There are multiple designs in there. I want to say there's like 20 different designs. And I get like stupid excited when I see them on social media. If I have noticed that you've shared it on your business page, even if you want to reach out and let me know, I always share them on my business page too. Also, as you go in, you'll see your product tracking. You can get into your flyer, your website, your social media banner, your video slideshow. Not shown here, we will unlock the brochure for you now as well. You used to have to wait about a day for your listing concierge coordinator. Now you get in and do the brochure. If you hit approve on your brochure before 2 p.m., you will receive them the next business day. I did have an agent recently that said, look, I hit the button. It was Friday. I thought I was going to get them on Monday, and I actually got them over the weekend. They do overnight those. And I will also let you know that there are little kebab menus in here, these little 3 dots that you can click on those, and you can get in and actually see how many postcards or how many brochures were printed, and what date they were mailed to you or to the address that you had in there. So again, it's full service. It's on the go. We want you to win more listings, stop negotiating your fee, turn one listing into more. So I always like to get the word out. So again, if you don't have a current listing, you can go into Express Docs. We don't call this Listing Concierge to the public. Consumers don't know this is Listing Concierge. We call this Spotlight Property Marketing. Sometimes you'll see exclusive property marketing. So we don't let them know that you have a program. I am a very big fan of taking all of the credit for myself. Yes, I have a marketing specialist. I have a professional photographer. I have a digital marketing team. When I say those things to my seller, I sound like a very important agent. I sound very experienced. I sound like I have a lot of expertise, and it gives me the confidence to sell myself. So maybe I don't have a listing just yet, and I want to market this particular opportunity to potential sellers. You can contact, sorry, it does say OA, your SSA or myself, and we can help you get it in there to Express Docs and place your order. There are also different presentation pages in Moxie for all of the pages, both residential and global luxury. If you're wondering if your property excuse me, is global luxury, we do have in desk under the marketing tab under global luxury, there is a tab that says global luxury thresholds. It's a tool that you can type in the zip code. For example, in Joppa, the threshold for a luxury property is $500,000. Now, granted, it does have to be a luxury property. I'm not going to have a big, chunk of land, maybe a farmette or something like that, and say, oh, it's global luxury. In some areas like Annapolis, I believe that number is close to $1 million. So it does change based on the area that you're in. So again, I can always show that to you in a one-on-one appointment as well. We do have several things in touch as well. And again, that's both residential and global luxury. You can shoot out an email to your sphere of influence. You can send out postcards. I've had several agents lately that have farmed some neighborhoods to just let people know, if you list your home with me, this is what you get. Because honestly, the competition doesn't have anything that comes close to this. It's very easy to place a listing concierge order. You're simply going to go in and click on that listing concierge tile. You're going to go in and place a new order. So this says V-New. We've kind of taken that term out now. It's just listing concierge again. You're going to click on that add new order, and you're really just going to follow the prompts. I always say whatever's on the page, you want to fill everything out. If you have the MLS number included, if not, you can add it later. That really just affects the online advertising. But you can go in, you can place your order, request your photography, get everything done that you need, and then once it's placed, you can manage your order. So you'll see the notifications icon in the upper right-hand corner allows you to see any updates about your order. And in order to place the order, you do have to have your profile completed first. It does have to have your photo in it. These are all things that I can help you with in a one-on-one appointment. So you're going to go in and complete your basic information. It's basically going to be the street address. Oops, sorry. You're going to choose which package you want. You can toggle off of the photos if you already have professional photos from a different vendor. It will go through and show you what is and what is not included in each package. In case you don't remember, that's okay. I had to learn this stuff too. If you haven't used it before, it's great to be able to go in and have that easy access. Then you're going to tell a little bit about the property. Maybe I don't want the list price. We all know those sellers that say my house is worth $440,000 and it's really worth $400,000. And we know what a difference that is. I can display price upon request, and when I get that price reduction, it's not going to be, my marketing is still evergreen. You will select active even if it's coming soon or it's not quite on the market just yet. You're going to tell us about yourself. If you're a single agent, your information will automatically be included. If you have a co-listing agent, you can include them as well. So you're compliant, all of their information is there, or if you're marketing as a team. Select your photographer. Again, we do have 4 photography vendors available to us. You're going to pick your preferred date and time. I am a huge advocate. I will continue to fight rather than requesting photos. I do know that some of the photo vendors are working on ways that you will actually be able to go to a portal and you'll actually be able to schedule. I try to remind marketing that nowhere else do we go in and request, we schedule. So they will get back to you. They do have in this system, if I place my order today on Thursday, let's say I've requested my photos on Monday. If they are not able to take the photos on Monday, they only have until Wednesday to get the photographer to the house. They have 24 hours to get back to me from my request, and they have up to 3 days to schedule it. They can't push me off until the following week. It's not going to be a week or 2 weeks out. I know when I was in the field, our photographer was always a week out. So it's nice that you are able, if you have any issues with your photographer, we do have resources. You can contact the companies directly. They can hurry up and get you, if something happens. Every once in a while, if there's an anomaly and something happens, but they will rush to get it done for you again, because they love being a part of this program. You can pick your brochure. There's no wrong answer. It's just what you prefer. My suggestion is each time you place an order, choose a different brochure and keep a few copies. It is a wonderful thing to sit with a seller and say, here are your options. When you list with me, which brochure would you like to have? They get the option of choosing. Now you're a true partner in listing and selling their home. And if they're choosing the brochure that they're going to be using, they're also choosing you. And again, you can do glossy or matte, no wrong answer there. If you would like additional quantities, you do have to order them when you place your order. Let's say, I have my platinum over here. It's going to remind me, in case I forget, what's included. 50 of the brochure, 100 just listed postcards, and 50 mailers. If I would like to add extra, it will give me the total quantity. If I add, for example, 50 additional just sold postcards, it's going to let me know that my total quantity is now 150, and whatever the additional, I don't do math, but whatever the additional price is, it's going to let me know above and beyond what the platinum package is. Shipping information, if I want to have all of my brochures shipped to the property, you can put in your home address, you can put in your office address, and then of course everybody's favorite page is when you pay. Although it's cut off here, you will go through, you will accept the terms and conditions. Also on the order summary on the right-hand side, there is a place for notes. This is where you can say, I've worked with Marcy Bad-Roth several times and I love her. If it's possible, can I have Marcy? Or maybe I want to say, this is my very first order. That just lets them know I haven't done this before. So if they email me and I miss it, it might be because I'm not expecting it. So again, you're going to get something at the very end. It's going to say, thank you for your order. Please read through this every time. The main thing that I find is it will tell you immediately you need to provide a property description. Go to the MLS, highlight your remarks, copy them, paste them in here. It's that easy. If you don't have a property description, once your photos come in, nothing happens. You have to have photos and a property description. That's the catalyst for getting everything going. You'll see here your order is placed. your photos are uploaded, your marketing copy, AKA that property description, is received. And then again, you have kind of a timeline of when to expect things. That we don't have TV here, but when to expect everything else. Again, per COVID, sometimes those things change, but they've been pretty accurate. So it will let you know. Again, nothing happens until photography and marketing copy are uploaded, but it does let you know. And some of these you can unlock yourself. You can unlock, that print and go flyer. You can do immediately now. You can do your brochure immediately, your website immediately, social web advertising, go in immediately, and you can schedule that to go out to your seller. It will be scheduled for a day or two just until they can get it into the system, and then it will go live. So you've placed your listing concierge order. Now what? You do have to go in and approve the proofs. If you have the brochure, you do have to approve it, whether you do that yourself or your coordinator does that for you. You do have to approve any trifold mailers or just listed postcards. And once it settles, your just sold postcard. Now, remember, your just sold postcard doesn't go out until the property has actually settled, not when it goes under contract. So again, it's like big puzzle pieces here. The company is giving you a large amount of money to market yourself, to help you win the listing every time, period. Enhance your value proposition. And again, we want to showcase you. I always say it's the misnomer. You guys will hear me say it a million times. This is a marketing concierge. You can really work this to benefit you. There are things outside of the box. We can take your flyer, we can put it in a future Moxie presentation. We can take your videos, we can use that YouTube content and embed them on your agent website to pull you up in the search engine results. We can take your information, we can share your website on social media banners on social media. You can send those to your seller and have them share on social media. So it is a win-win for everyone involved. You guys will hear me say it a million times. I love Listing Concierge. I have frequently debated if I just want to go into sales just so that I can actually use it. But it is something that I like. The next steps for listing success, place your first order with me, set up your profile so that you're ready to go, set up your DotSignal account so you're ready to go, review some of those boost leads. If you have already placed an order, I can show you how to find your leads. And an agent literally on Tuesday that had 60 leads that she didn't even know were there. Watch the 12-minute listing presentation. I will send this out. This is by Chris McGatt. You can find the 12-minute listing presentation in Moxie already created for you. And if we have a workshop or a clinic, I also have some on my YouTube channel. Remember, perfection is the enemy of very good. So while this is not perfect, it is a very good way to market yourself. And we have to be okay with the idea of not doing more stuff, just doing what we already do better. So that, again, helping you live an exceptional life. And that is the end of the presentation. So for those of you, thank you, that have hung in with me so far. We will have a recording of this that you will receive along with the presentation. So go ahead, if you don't receive that, just email me and I'll be sure to send that out to you. And as always, if you have any listing concierge orders to place, please know that I am here to help you. I'm here to help you as much or as little as you would like. I can walk through the entire process with you, set up reminders, set up anything that you need to remind you to go in and to complete some of these pieces. And again, I promise you, the more you use it, the easier it gets. So that is our Listing Concierge deep dive. We are right a little after 3:30, so I kind of squeaked it in there. But does anyone have any questions at this time? You guys are just so wowed by it, you don't have any questions. That's really what it is, right? No worries at all. So if no one has any questions, or if you think of any, just shoot me an email and I can email you back. and we can get together again. We can do one-on-one demos. We can do this in a one-on-one appointment. Any questions that you have, just let me know. And with that, I will go ahead.
I said, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. I'm here to help you guys with anything you need. Just holler at me, send me an email, schedule an appointment. With that, have a great day and stay safe.
You too. Bye-bye.